Jimmy. You just don't understand the concepts of arguments.
What can I do to understand it?
I suggest that you study up. There's a big essay due next week, and if you don't want to fail this class, you'll have to do really good.
Can you help me?
No. I hate you.
Can anyone help me?
I suggest maybe you should look for a god of arguments or something. You better hope there's someone out there that can help you.
What can I do? This essay's due tomorrow and I still don't have an argument. I'm so doomed. Is there anyone that can help this essay? Anyone at all?
Did someone call for help?
Your essay's sick! It's wounded!
Who are you? Why are you in my house?
I'm the god of arguments.
You're my savior. You're my hero. You're my...
Yes, that's very nice. Do you understand the gravity of this situation? Your essay's due tomorrow and you don't have an argument. We need to focus.
But how? My last essay was terrible and I know nothing about arguments.
Let's start with what an argument is.
But how?
You can take the advice from my helpful assistants.
Yo!
Whoa, far out.
These are my assistants. They'll help guide your paper to an A+++.
Where are you going?
Forgot to eat breakfast.
Well, if you really want to get your paper started off well, you need to form an argument and state a thesis.
But what is an argument?
An argument is something that you're trying to take a stance in, and it helps your reader try and figure out why your position is correct.
That makes so much sense.
Second, you have to make a claim. There are 3 types of claim. There's claim of fact, there's claim of policy, and there's a claim of value.
Oh, I've heard about those. Claim of fact is proving whether something is incorrect or correct. Claim of value is if something's morally right or wrong. And then a claim of policy is whether something needs to be instituted or taken away.
Exactly.
Now that I have my argument, how do I state my position?
You need to form a thesis, so that way the reader knows what you're trying to say.
But how do I clarify?
You could use different types of evidence, you could use the different types of theses too. There's an open thesis, closed thesis, and counter-argument thesis.
Oh, I've heard of those. Open thesis is when you don't state the points that you're about to make in the essay. Closed is when you do. And counter-arguments where you use your counter-arguments to go over the points that you're going to make in the essay.
Precisely!
Now it's time to pull it all together and make your introduction.
Do you have any coffee?
Well, looks like I have all the ingredients for a good argumentative essay.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, it does.
No! You have failed to adequately present evidence. This essay is full of incorrect presentation and logical fallacies. Focus, Jimmy. Focus! By the way, do you have cereal bars?
No.
Well, it sure looks like we have some cleaning up to do here.
Yeah, but how do I use the information correctly?
You can use first and second hand evidence, but be careful that your evidence is sufficient, relevant, and evidential. We have to put it to the test.
Thank you.
Don't use that. That's a logical fallacy when your evidence contradicts.
Oh, that was a close one.
Wait, hold on, get rid of that. That was an accuracy fallacy. It's when you misrepresented the opposing viewpoint.
You just added 2 more fallacies. The hasty generalization and the fallacy of relevance. Fallacy of relevance is when you jump to an irrelevant topic. And a hasty generalization is a generalization that isn't necessarily true.
You just used an ad hominem fallacy.
A red herring.
And a straw man.
Guys, please stop. I'm making so many mistakes and this paper will just never be successful.
Try broadening your evidence. You use an expert's opinion.
Beware of the appeal to false authority fallacy.
Enough fallacies. I just need to get this paper done, so that it's good, great, excellent,
And you're procrastinating. Stop.
You're right. Okay, so I'll just throw in some historic evidence and some current events. That'll add some variety.
Add some quantitative evidence. It's always good to add numerical statistics to prove your points.
Have edits been made?
Why? Why do you have orange juice?
We're working on it.
Well, it's best if you organize it properly. Most essays follow the classical oration organization of exordium, the introduction, narratio, the narration, confirmatio, the evidence, refutatio, the counterarguments, and periodio, the conclusion.
Golly, that seems confusing.
Indeed. Information is very important. It's very hard to link up. It's key to your essay, though. You need to get that into your head.
Stop doing that!
Personally, I prefer the Tolman model. It's a efficient way of proving your argument.
I don't listen to heresy like that. I'm a classical man.
But there are different ways to lead to your conclusion. There's induction and deduction. You could go from generalization to particulars or particulars to generalizations, but I try to use both so that way the paper really stands out.
Got it.
Sometimes it's good to include a visual as well.
I do love Calvin and Hobbes.
Overrated.
Shut up! Well guys, looks like we wrote a pretty solid essay. This one can't fail.
Well, do you have everything included?
Are there any fallacies hidden in there?
Oh, don't worry about that. I checked for it myself.
I know, that's why I asked.
I did learn how to form a claim, a thesis, include first and second-hand evidence, and I learned to wrap it all up into the original classic form and the Tolman model.
I think that your paper's really good, Jimmy.
Excellent work.
You guys are awesome. I couldn't thank you anymore.
Believe it's time for us to go. Our work here is finished.
Good luck on your paper, Jimmy.
Bye.
You're gonna do great.
Thank you.
Well, Jimmy, fantastic work. This essay can't possibly fail. It's perfect. We've taught you everything you need to know, right down to the very last fallacy. Hope you go far in life, Jimmy. I hope you achieve success. I hope you go in tomorrow and you get an A+++. From now on, Jimmy, you are Jimmy the Success. I have the utmost faith in you. Now I believe it's time for me to fly. Adios. Wait a minute. I missed my date with my friends. I'm late for a doctor's appointment. I missed my dentist. Oh, life sucks. I'm a failure.
Well, I hope you drive safe or look out for deer. Wait. How did they even get here? It's all done.
Well, Jimmy, this is actually an amazing paper. In fact, I feel something inside me changing. I feel like a new man. I feel happy again.
You really think so?
It's the best argumentative essay I've ever seen. It's pulled off so perfectly. You have a clear thesis, a clear argument, a variety of evidence. It's perfectly organized and capped off with a stunning conclusion. This is simply argumentative perfection, Jimmy.
So I didn't fail the course?
This is an A+++. Congratulations, Jimmy. You're no longer a failure.
Yeah!
Track, baby, I was born this way.